Hey everybody, quick tip today, not a 20 and 30 minute long video. As I'm teaching mixed voice and teaching a lot of lessons and stuff, I come across little things that I think help tremendously. And I think sometimes, it's so easy to relay the information in these little ways. And I know that doesn't mean that it's going to connect through one, watch through of this video. And I know it's not going to translate immediately to you being able to sing your ass off in mixed voice or distorted voice and shit like that. But there's a thread that ties through so many of these things. And it's the yawn technique, this open throat technique, this tilting of the larynx and stuff that I've mentioned in so many videos. So we're going to go over a little bit of that here pretty fast. And I want you to just follow along with me, try to do these things, and then give me some feedback of what works and what doesn't. Of course, I'm going to get, more simple messages or people that have never tried much of this saying, this makes my balls hurt when I do it, or when I make this sound, it makes my wife not want to be with me anymore. I'm going to get all kinds of messages, but I'm interested in the helpful ones because I want to help people with this information, and I want to try to do the best I can here, translating it. So whether you're screaming, especially higher, distorting your voice, mixing your voice, adjusting your voice to sing higher, using nasality, most of these things as you're especially approaching your bridge, you're going to be in one shape or form or another of elongating the vocal tract. Now, without that being confusing, all that means is whereas if your larynx was rising, it would be shortening the vocal tract or making things smaller this way. And the opposite of that is elongating the vocal tract, which is to say opening things back up instead of allowing them to close, which is pulling the larynx back down. Now you can think about that and you can try to imagine when you're going higher, like making these fucking faces and all this stuff, but it's as simple as the following. I want you to do a couple things here with me. Like I said, follow along. First, we're going to sit here, posture decent, neck a little bit down. Once again, a lot of times when we do this, you might feel things differently or better or whatever you feel, but this tends to stretch things forward this way, and we don't want that. That doesn't mean you have to sing like this all the time. It's just perpetuating this idea of keeping these muscles in a more of a relaxed state so that we're not starting to go like this and make things worse. Anyway, sit like this, and now I want you to practice yawning and pay attention to the way that feels. What's happening is, again, your neck isn't going like this. You're getting this tilting sensation of the larynx stretching itself down like this. So we're actually stretching the vocal cords downwards like this. So we're going to go 1, 2. You can do it with the mouth open. 3, 4, 5. Now do it a couple more times while I'm talking here. And like I said, imagine it like a tilting, the stretching down sensation. I just had a bunch of protein, sorry. And instill that in your mind, instill that in your body. Now, we're going to start adding a slight vocal fry type of to this as we go up. And every time we go up, whether it's vocal fry or heavier or whatever, it's going to be similar to this. I want you to imagine you're in a fight with somebody and they say something really sarcastically shitty to you and you go, oh, like that. Oh, like that. We're going to do that higher. Oh, that's what's going to happen. But that, even if I'm raising the eyebrows like this, that is what we're going to be putting into the place of these yawns every time. This yawn is going to happen. And we're going to rise to that yawn by going, like this. So now first, again, we're going to do it with just a low, regular, monotone, And I want you to get in the habit of, The jaw is going to come down. So we're not processing any weight through the jaw. We're just opening the jaw vertically. Like that. And every time getting that feeling of Now I want you to start stretching it a little bit upwards. Like I said, you can lift the face like you see me doing, and you cannot. Ah. I'm kind of doing that to embellish what I'm doing here a little bit. Ah. Notice again, I'm not getting louder, not really getting anything. I'm just trying to go and open my larynx downwards, open my throat up. Now let's push it a little bit closer to my bridge or your bridge or whatever in terms of males. Females can try this wherever you feel comfortable. Notice how close to vocal fry I am. Again, mixed voice, and all of these exercises and finding out how to do this does not rely on support and pushing and being loud and all this crazy shit. It just right now focus on how to get there, which can be as simple as these exercises. Now, talking about flageolet, talked about that here recently, and people were having trouble finding that. And I probably would have had that trouble too. Again, the sister, the brother, the neighbor of flageolet is vocal fry. But the same exact thing is happening. I'm going, oh. If you want to imagine you're saying all, like not all, because that pulls in the tongue, but all with a W. Oh. We're taking that higher, and it's becoming more apparent as we go up. Oh. Everything's round. Right there, I'm bridging into flageolet. Oh. How am I doing that? All I'm doing is going, and lowering the larynx. Again, if you're doing distortion, whatever you're doing some version of this, whether you probably recognize it or not, unless you're just never going high enough or you're really low or you're trying to... Yeah, I'm pretty sure that even if you're trying to make fucking metal demon scream or whatever, once again, I just lowered my larynx to make that quick second stupid sound. If I go like that, I'm once again going and opening the throat. Trying to think about one more thing I could do. I was going to say about another thing here, just so I can sign off on this. It's really the simple. I'll take it like this. One more time from flageolet, because if I was moving into flageolet and how flageolet translates to mixed voice, again, if I go I'm hitting flageolet there. If I start making it a little bit more chest heavy and focusing a little bit further down, I'm getting into mixed voice there and going well over my bridge. So I hope this little tip helped. It's not a very long video. Thank God for that. Let me know if it did or not. Let me know if this translates. I knew what I wanted to do. Go through this with me really quick. For all you fuckers out there that want to do things methodically and you need to have something written down on a sheet or whatever you want to do. Vowel modification. Let's do, because you're going to ask me, how does this translate into singing? So we're going to do our vowels. Singing is vowels, the elongation of vowels. So give me all the vowels. We're going to go through it together very fast. It's as simple as this. Any vowel, we're processing the same exact way that you just processed it with me there. So if I have A, E, I, it all goes through that same thing. You might get varying degrees and levels of how much you can pronunciate a word or enunciate a word and vowel, whatever. But it doesn't matter. Everything has to open vertically. Everything has to elongate the vocal tract. So A, if you have to go back to and then put the vowel in there. There we have A. E. E goes away almost immediately. We cannot have an E. E is stretching it downward. I. A, E, I. O. U. See how this is working? Thank you, everybody. I know I said I would make a video about distortion, screaming, all that kind of stuff with the decibels and all those things. Just haven't gotten around to that yet, but I hope this little tips helps, and I'm going to get to making that video this week. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.